Welcome to the Dudes Being Bros podcast with Ian and Vince. After a long break, we're back.
What's going on, everybody? How you doing? What up, Ian? How are you doing, you little pervert? How was your weekend, man? What'd you do? Did you do anything cool?
You know what? I hit up Disneyland a few times.
Ooh, that's
well, technically,
cool.
yeah, my weekend's Sunday, Mondays now, but
That's
yeah,
cool.
we got passes and we went down. And I remembered why October is like the worst time to go to Disneyland.
Spooky season, dog.
Yeah,
Everybody love that shit
yeah. California Adventure closes super early, so
for the Oogie Boogie Bash.
yeah, so everyone just goes to Disneyland because who's gonna pay another $150 on top of the
Is it $150?
something like that? Yeah, it's
I
pretty.
fucking believe it. That's insane, man.
Yeah, but it was super packed. Like, but
Yeah,
it was super packed, but everything was like moving.
that's cool. Yeah, because they kick you out of California Adventure at like 6, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's not too bad. If you go early enough, you get your Disney California Adventure before they give you the fucking swift boot in the ass.
yeah.
Well, my weekend, I went to Las Vegas, Nevada, which is pretty cool. It's very COVID protocol over there. Again, you have to wear a mask to do literally everything.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, they're mask queens out there. And I went to go see Census Fail in Bayside.
Oh,
Vegas.
I heard they canceled the show.
They canceled the shows here because the guy from Census Fail blew his voice out, buddy, after the LA show. So yeah, when I saw them, they were fucking tight. They were real tight. They played a bunch of songs, and then Bayside played for like 2 hours, which was pretty gnarly too. Had a good fucking time though.
Good thing you got tickets to over there instead of over here.
Yeah, man, because I mean they blew their voices out at the Sunday show here in LA. So either way, I would have been able to see him. But literally the House of Blue show, which was like on Monday or Tuesday, they were like, yeah, Census Fail's out. Homie threw his voice out. So
that sucks.
Fuck yeah. They did a pretty sick ass ending to a song, "Bite to Break Skin." It was the last song of the night, and they did like a really sick ass ending to it. Let me see if I can show this with you, my man. So at this part, I thought the show was over. It was not.
Is there no bassist? What the fuck? They started playing.
Just keep listening. Keep listening, dog.
What the fuck?
Dude.
That's actually pretty cool.
Oh, wait. Just keep listening, my man. They played this shit. I thought like it was the end of their show, and I was like, fuck, this is nuts. Wait.
That's why his voice is all fucked up. It's so they just played like this new metal like melody.
It's not done yet.
I knew, for some reason, I knew that song was next.
It's all the same chords, dog.
That song's still hard to this day.
Fuck yeah, that song goes hard all day, every day. Fucking tight, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
They ended every show with this. And then they go back into the old song, into the rest of the other song.
Is there no bassist?
There is a bass player. I think he took this night off.
Dang, how old are these guys that touring is just fucking them up that bad?
Dude, let me know when you've toured like 57 shows in 30 days or whatever crazy shit that they do.
I guess, yeah, that makes sense.
That shit isn't. They're literally playing every single night. Same energy. what always trips me out about this band is that when they first got signed, I'm gonna turn it off by the way.
Okay.
The music. When this band first got signed, their fucking drummer was 15 years old, and he went on tour with them, like on Warped Tour and shit like that. And then everyone else is like 18.
Oh, wow.
Could you imagine that, being fucking 15 years old, having to do like homeschool shit? Not to be like Taylor Swift or anything like that, to be in a fucking sense-filled like Warped Tour band. I mean, they had tons of success. Don't get me wrong, and especially at 15.
Shomo from Beartooth.
Yeah.
When Attack Attack was the thing.
That's crazy, man. I don't think my mom would let me go on tour at 15. She'd be like, "Nah, you fucking idiot. You got to go to high school." But mom, I want to be a freaking rock star.
Speaking of Rockstar, have you seen all the stuff with Machine Gun Kelly right now?
Fuck that twerk. Fuck, dude, I gotta tell you a story before we move on to this, because you know I went to that Census Fail concert.
Yeah.
And it was in Vegas. Dude, it's gonna be it's gonna be a wild one. Strap in. It's not gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be too funny of a story. It's pretty serious.
All right, go on.
So I was driving. I drove to Vegas. My girlfriend and I were driving up there, and as we were driving, kind of entering into Las Vegas, we see like this black cloud, like yeah.
Here we go.
And I was just, and she was just like, she's like, what is that? Is that a fire? And I was like, I don't fucking know what that is. So we started rolling up, and a lot of cars started slowing down. There's a bunch of like debris and shit in the road, and so like we're all slowing down. Everyone just kind of put their hazards on. And as soon as like we kind of like we got into the dust of it all, really, and like everyone kind of moved to one lane, there was a fucking car in the left, in the left side hazard lanes.
That just caught fire or what?
No, it wasn't on fire, but apparently it had just done being like rolling over. So there was no one standing by the car, because it literally happened maybe like 5 seconds ahead of us, you know, like up in front of us in traffic. I guess this kid was racing around a bunch of cars, and he cut off this car too soon, and it kind of clipped it, I would think. And they fucking started rolling at like 100 miles an hour, bro.
That's fucked.
So no one was there at the car yet, because it literally had just happened. So I fucking was like, do I stop? I told my girlfriend, do I stop? And we were both just like, fuck, what do we do? We just seen this shit go down, right? I pull over, dude, throw my shit in park, run across the freeway, and they're like, fortunately at that time there was other people starting to walk up there with me. We were like the first people on the scene. And I go up to the fucking passenger, man. He's fucking mangled, bloody and shit. Like all the curtains on the car, you know, the car had those curtains. So we had to like move it and talk to him. He was barely talking, but we couldn't find the driver, bro. We didn't know where the fucking driver was at.
Did he fly out of the car?
I thought he got out and ran, because it smelled so much like alcohol.
Oh, that's fucked up.
It smelled like crazy amounts of alcohol. And they had a case of Modelo's in there, so maybe that burst, and they probably were drinking it too, but maybe that burst, and that's why it smelled so bad, like alcohol. And we couldn't find him, so I was talking to this guy. I was like, "Hey, bro, where's the driver at?" We're like, "Fuck, I don't know." And as we were by the car, right? So the cars, I parked here, the car's here, and then there's cars just passing in between us, right? There's a lady that rolls down the window, because traffic at this point is literally crawling at like 2 miles an hour, because everyone just fucking stopped. This lady rolls down her window and says, "There's someone back there." And I was like, "What?" She's like, "There's somebody back there behind us."
Oh no.
And I was like, fuck. I was like, well, there's our fucking driver. So me and this dude started walking up like slowly, and you could see this dude, bro, like off like maybe 60 yards from the car, maybe less than 60 yards, probably like 40 yards from the car. We started walking to him, and he was like laying on his side. He wasn't moving. His right leg was facing fucking backwards.
Oh no.
And we started walking up, bro, and I was just like, fuck, man. And at that point, another car pulled in, and a guy jumped out because he had seen him, and he was an off-duty EMT. So he fucking ran straight over to him. So I got maybe within like 10 to 15 feet, and I kind of stopped, and I was like, dude, I don't know if I want to fucking see all this shit, you know what I mean? Especially because this guy's an EMT. Like, I know he's an EMT. I know this kid is in good hands until everyone else comes, right? Like, what am I going to do more than this EMT can do, right? So I don't need to be there. I don't need to see that. So I was talking to the guy. He's like, yeah, my brother's an EMT. We were just going on our way to Vegas to see the Raider game. And I was like, fuck, dude. Yeah, man. He wasn't moving. He wasn't responsive. And then like I went back to the car, and somebody else was on the phone, you know, kind of reporting it all in.
Yeah.
And I just basically told them, I was like, yo, the passenger's fine. He's talking. He's coherent. He's responsive. He's very dazed for sure. And I said, the driver's just fucking, he's not talking. He's not moving. He's not talking. And at that point, I was just like, fuck, I don't need to be here anymore. Then I need to, because there's already EMT people starting to show up on scene. And then I just took off. I don't really know what came of it, but bro, this car was so fucking mangled that
I can only imagine that when you go through that kind of trauma, like of just like flipping in a car, that and you obviously you probably get banged up a little bit. The whole situation probably feels like you just remember the car crashing and then you'll just wake up in the hospital.
Yeah. Yeah, man, this car was so fucking mangled. It rolled so much. You know how like tires can, like, there's those bolts that it connects onto, right? And there's like the brake pad and shit, all that shit behind it. It rolled so hard, all that shit was broken off and still connected to the tire in the middle of the freeway.
That's crazy.
So like pieces of car were being fucking sheared off and whatnot, and it was fucking wild, dude. And I walked back to the car where my girlfriend was at, and she was like, she heard
off to Vegas we go.
No, because I had the windows down. And she said, "Is there someone still in the car?" And I said, No, there's no one in there. She's like, "There's someone screaming." And I was like, "No, there's no one in there." Apparently, so the people that these kids cut off were like an older couple on their way to Vegas, right? Going very slow. And they cut them off and they saw it all go down. They saw the car flip. They saw the kid get ejected. And it was literally this old lady just like on the side of the road holding her face, screaming because she saw these kids get fucking thrown out of the car, bro.
That's crazy.
I was like, no, it's that lady right there. She's screaming. And the guy that I was talking to, he saw it all go down. He's like, they were in that car together. And she's like, fuck. So I stood it. And then like, we only have like fucking 15 minutes till we get inside of Vegas. As soon as I get back in the car, my adrenaline's still going. I'm like, okay, we're not going to sleep just yet. You know what I mean? Like, it's already midnight, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to stay up. Ended up staying up to like 4 a.m, just kind of like playing like the little slot machines, just trying to cool out, because my nerves are so high. Like I don't even know why I ran across the street, Ian. Like I literally put that bitch in park, ran across the freeway, and started trying to help out as best I could.
I can't even imagine just being in that situation. I don't even know what I would do or how I could even help if that's the case. You know what I mean? Because like, I think they say like if someone's like fucked up like that in a car, like don't touch them, right?
Yeah, we didn't move anybody. Me personally, I was looking for like bleeding, like heavy bleeding, so I could like put like I forgot what it's called. Just kind of stop the bleeding, with like a belt and stuff like that.
Just like I've seen 9 seasons of Grey's Anatomy. I'm trained.
I got trained. I work in healthcare, so I know I'm certified in CPR and all that other bullshit. So I'm not completely useless. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I just something told me is like, you got to stop. And I stopped and literally ran across the freeway. And this is before like the freeway had like completely stopped. So like cars are slowing down, but like I was like, yo, stop. And I ran across the street, just seeing this dude fucking the passenger. I can't get his face out of my head. You know what I mean? Like it's fucking crazy. Like they flipped so hard, bro. Like the clothes in the car were laid out on the fucking freeway.
Like the fact that the guy was like the fact that the driver was out in the middle of the road.
Yeah. And the car kept going.
Yeah. Imagine that. Like imagine that what's going through that dude's head at that moment. You know what I mean? Yeah. This is why you don't drink and drive, ladies and gentlemen.
Don't drink and drive. Don't do speed racing on the freeway, man. That shit. And when we were coming home from Vegas, man, I had fucking ansia seeing all these kids like racing down. It's like, man, if you were literally on our drive up, you would be significantly slower. Like that shit's crazy.
Yeah, that reminds me of that crash that happened on the 57. Like I want to say like maybe it's probably almost like 10 years ago now. Do you remember this girl and her friends, they got in like a Camaro or a Charger or something like that, and they were going the opposite way on the
I do remember that.
And they caused that crash like on the 57, like right where like those hills. And like everybody died in the car except for the driver.
Yeah, man. They say if you're drunk, that's like you're likely not to die from drinking and driving because you're so loosey goosey. You know what I mean? Which is fucking that's fucked. I mean, you kill all your friends, you kill other people, and you got to live with it. Like, man, that's fucking terrible. That's terrifying. You know what I mean? Don't drink and drive for sure. Yeah. Remember, I think the reason why I stopped is because remember when we flipped in the canyons?
Yeah.
Me, Thomas, and that dude. I remember that like clear as day, flipping that car, and that scared the shit out of me. So maybe that's kind of what it was, because I know what it feels like to be flipped over and completely helpless, man.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
Fuck yeah. I didn't mean to bring the fucking podcast down. Sorry, guys and gals.
It's okay. Well, let's talk about some funny stuff that I was going to bring up before you started talking about it.
Sorry, guys.
So MGK decided to call out Slipknot for
Fuck that twerp.
So the story of the timeline is he did this all to himself, by the way. So he decided to call out Slipknot. which I'm pretty sure that he was upset that he didn't get the headlining spot that Slipknot got on. I think it was Louder Than Loud or some festival that was happening, and so he said, imagine being 50 years old wearing a fucking mask. And I guess like the Slipknot fans responded heavily.
Well,
so
dude, come on. What do you expect?
His reasoning behind it was that he said that Corey Taylor was sour because he had a spot on, like a guest spot on his album, and he said that Corey Taylor sucked, and like they didn't want to use it. But it was actually the opposite way around. That Corey Taylor was just like, you know what, this song, I think you guys find someone better for this. Like, I'm just gonna have to turn it down.
Yeah, the way I heard it, or the way I read it, is Travis sent the email to Corey saying, yo, Kells loved it, but I want him to do this. I want him to sound like this. And I think it was like, I want Corey to make the same vocals as he did in one song. And he wanted to write Machine Gun Kelly wanted to write a song for the soldiers, something to fight to, something to stay alive to. Did you see that shit? And because there's an email from Travis Barker to Corey.
I didn't see that part.
Corey put it on the Twitters.
I saw that, but I didn't know it was supposed to be like a 5-finger death punch ballot.
Yes, exactly that. He said, I want, given like the political climate, I want there to be a song for the soldiers to fight to, something to stay alive to. And I was like, brother, you were not Disturbed. You were not fucking.
That dude is so fucking corny. Jesus Christ. Bro. Anyways, so the metal community responded, and I have you seen the video of him getting booed at the latest festival?
Didn't he play some like show in Florida, right?
I don't know where it was, but he gets booed. Good. And he's like fighting with the crowd, and the crowd doesn't stop. The crowd is just booing him the entire time.
Yeah.
I guess he got down onto where the security is, like in that little, that little area, and he was singing, and some like dude like hopped the barrier and like went and shoved him.
No way.
And then so like Machine Gun Kelly, like I guess like responded and like sucker punched the guy. And
no, is there a video of this shit?
There has to be a video of it. Hold on, let me find it.
I get it though, like I understand what he's saying. Like he came from being a rapper, which he people talk shit on his rap. He's actually a pretty good rapper. I don't like his music, but people like his music. He's been in the top 10 for every album he's ever released.
I don't know about that one. I don't
100%, bro. 100%.
Really?
Check it out. And it's crazy. Like his first album was like number 4. I think the lowest he ever got when it first came out was like 8 for his albums. Machine Gun Kelly's albums. Check out his Wikipedia.
It's the same thing that happened with when Eminem dissed him.
Yeah, I mean, and then Corey also said, "Watch out, country," or someone said, "Watch out, country. He's coming next," or something like that. You got this guy coming next.
I think this is just like an article about it. Let me see. Hold on.
No,
this is it. This is it. Here, I'll share it with you.
Yeah, bro. So before we jump into that, just to talk about his albums, his first album came out in 2012 called Lace Up. It was number 4 in the charts, in the U.S. charts. General Admission was the second in 2015, number 4 again. Bloom came out in 2017, peaked at 8. Hotel Diablo came out in 2019, peaked at 15. And Tickets to My Downfall, the downfall of us all, got number 1 in the USA.
Yeah.
And then Lace Up and General Admission was number 1 in R&B and hip hop. So, I mean, I don't like it, but some people do somewhere. I don't understand it.
I don't think his music's bad. I just think he as a person is what ruins his career.
Yeah, he's a fucking.
But yeah, check out this video, dude.
All right, let me peep this shit. Oh, what a bitch, bro! He got hella securities on him. That was definitely that. You know what that was? Is like you tell all your friends, "Hey, I'm gonna go fight this fool. If it goes bad, just grab me. Hold me back, dude. You remember the time you held me back from fighting one time, and I was so mad at you?
Oh yeah,
I was so okay, guys. I was so fucking mad at Ian, but Ian was being a good guy for sure. So I was in this band. I won't say names, because Ian has someone that knows this guy. So I won't say names who it is, but I was in a band. It was a 3-piece, low key, brand new cover band, more or less. So then we kicked this guy out because we just don't like his creativity. It just wasn't working out. Me and the drummer want to do something else. So we kick him out and we tell him at like a house party. This dude, would you say he was inebriated, Ian? A little bit of the alcohol's in him, or would you think
Oh,
he was
he was
just
definitely drunk that night. Yes, I think
okay?
we all were like a little
Oh yeah, we were. I mean,
buzzed.
we were at a house. It was like a kickback more or less. Not
Yeah,
even
yeah.
like a house party. So we're at like a kickback, just all chilling, having some beers, having a good time. But maybe not the best place to let somebody know that you're out of a band. That's on me. But
To be fair, he was fucking annoying, dude. I remember that night. Like he had this thing about like, granted, I feel like a lot of my friends are way better singers than me, and he could hold a note. He was all right.
he could hold a high E maybe
He
for
was
a
like
while.
he was like one of those like Johnny Craig like
Fanboys.
raspy like right.
Yeah.
Anyways, I just remember him like whenever a singing part came up on the song, he got right next, like literally like right next to the microphone and screamed, not microphone, speaker, and screamed the whole singing part into the mic. Oh, sorry, into the speaker. And I was like, dude, this fucker keeps ruining like all the good parts of the songs. Like we
Yeah.
can't even like have
And we're at a
fun.
kickback. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like there's like 7 of us sitting in a fucking garage.
Oh god, I'm already fucking annoyed all over again.
All right, so we kicked this dude out of the band, and then we're leaving. And as we're leaving, it was myself, my cousin Ashley, and Ian. Ian was our driver. This dude is chirping as we were walking out down the driveway. Do I remember that correctly, Ian?
What happened was as we were walking out,
Uh,
you told him, "Hey, dude, I don't want to play in the band anymore," because you didn't like kick him out. You just were gonna like,
oh, me and Brian. I mean, me and the drummer just left. We left
yeah,
the band. Okay, you're right.
yeah,
You're right.
yeah. That's what happened. You're like, "Hey, we don't really want to play anymore," and like, it was as if like you broke up with him, like, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And he like, we had to like hold him back.
Yeah, because he wanted to like go after me.
Yeah, like he was literally like, it was just uncalled for how
But
like
as yeah, he went nuts. And as we were like leaving, because I was just like, well, let's get crazy. And then you were like, no, let's go. My cousin Ashley, she's the one that pushed me back, right?
yeah.
She's the one that like kept me going. And I was like, okay, I'm not gonna push my cousin out the way. So then we get to the fence because it's like there's a garage, there's a long driveway, and there's a fence. So we get to the fence to leave. And I remember him being by himself.
Yeah,
And he was coming at me. And then I was like, okay, let's do this dang thing. And then I start going, and you come up from behind me, you piece of shit, but I love you. There's a guy coming at me to fight me. You bear hug me with my arms down at my side. So I'm over here.
I picked a side, dude.
You definitely picked a side, but you also left me defenseless as fuck. And I was like, Ian, let me the fuck go. Let me fucking go. Because you literally kind of had me like this, and you're lifting me up and trying to like, and I'm squirming
because you were drunk, and I was like, all right, I need to get this dude in the fucking car.
Yeah, this guy was coming at me to fight me, and you had my hands down, pinned at my side. I was telling you to get off me so I could at least block a fucking punch. You literally, I'm just standing like, here, hit me.
I don't think he would have thrown in my mind. I don't think he would have thrown a punch.
I don't know. He's a police officer now, so watch out, kids. Watch out, kids. Watch your kids.
Oh
keep your kids safe, guys.
Dude,
but I just remember my hands being on my side, and I was so fucking mad. I was like, let me go. I don't want to get punched in the face.
The thing I hated most about that guy.
Look at us just gossiping. Love it. Getting our hot goss out.
For reals, dude. Fucking call this dude spilling tea.
Oh, I love that. That's actually fucking tight. We should have a second podcast called Dude Spilling Tea.
The way that he fucking drove on the freeway.
Oh my god, this guy was the scariest driver. Literally 100 miles an hour, and then brake checking like a motherfucker, or like brakes at the last minute.
So I was looking up, you know, this whole like Brian Laundrie, Gabby Petito case, whatever.
Yeah, man, that shit is crazy.
This fool's still missing, dude.
Yeah, man.
And it's gotten to the point where it looks like people are just like, oh yeah, I saw him. Oh yeah, I saw him, because there's a reward out for him now.
Yeah. Well, now he's officially listed as a suspect. He was a person of interest for like 2 weeks, which is crazy. You know what's crazy about that too? That him being listed as a person of interest and not a suspect is that the parents technically couldn't have said, like, they weren't even obligated to say where he'd went. So say the parents dropped him off at that regional park, right, where they thought he was at. They did like that 7-day search or whatever. The parents were not obligated to say he's there, or we dropped him off there, or we did anything for him, dropped him off at the airport, because he's just a person of interest. And in Florida, that's not the law. Isn't that fucking nuts? So homie's gone, bro. Either he fucking offed himself and the Gators got him, which I don't think that happened. Homie's on the fucking. He's in another country. Big facts.
Well, it looks like people are sending like the parents food because I guess they've just been like locked up in the house. But people have said that they like even the parents are like suspects because apparently they think that they left with him to go like hide her body or whatever. Did you see the video of how they got caught out? How her body was found?
No,
It literally was from someone else filming like a YouTube video
really?
over there in Wyoming. Yeah. So
Well, I saw the video of the guy in his like RV. It's like RVing with dad or something like that. And they were driving through, and he has a GoPro fixed on the road.
yeah, that
And then
was
you
it.
see the
Yeah.
thing, and then he flips the GoPro around. So I don't think that was too fishy. This dude just
No,
travels
but
with his family.
in
Yeah.
the same video, apparently you could see somebody digging.
Oh what?
Yeah. So like I guess after they saw that video,
Mm-hmm.
they like cut off the area and that's where they found her body.
Fucking A. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was. From what I gather, like it's open back up to the public and whatnot, where they found her. So I don't think it was too far off of the trail or where they parked the car and the van. Man, like how did he get home? You know what I mean?
He
Like,
drove he drove home. It took him.
well, he didn't drive the van home. The van was still there.
Oh, really? Well,
Yeah,
he got home some way.
he got home some way. And you know the other thing that's crazy too is that the Mustang that was at the house was found in front of that regional park area, and then a couple days later was found back at the fucking parents' house. So like I would agree with you. The parents are fucking in on it for sure. They know something, but as to what degree, who fucking knows? My fucking theory is he's gone. He's in the wind. We're gonna fucking catch him in 5 years, and there's gonna be a Netflix documentary about this piece of shit.
Well, apparently, dude, there's so much shit. Apparently, days after he supposedly like or Gabby went missing,
Mm-hmm.
the parents went camping, and there's a selfie of him in the background.
Ian, you get high and watch a lot of conspiracy theory things, so send me those, and I'll refute them and debunk some of them.
Dog the bounty hunter
He's in on it. He got the cops called on him.
Really?
He went up to the laundry's fucking front door and it was like crack, crack, crack. Where your son at? Where your boy at? And they called the cops on his ass to get off the property. He was fucking just banging on the door like the police, just like, "Where's your son at, sir? Where's your son at, ma'am?"
That's where I mean, that's what his job is.
He's a fucking bounty hunter.
Yeah.
It's an American privilege where we can, we're like one of the only countries that really allow that.
Really?
Bounty hunting. Anywhere else, it's like mercenary shit. Like you can actually, like you and I could actually go bounty hunting for criminals and catch the reward.
It's so legal that there was a show about it.
No, for sure, like 100%. Like it's what he's doing is technically legal. He's got a fucking badge and everything, and it's respected. But if we're to do, like, you can't do that in Canada. Like you have to hire a mercenary to do that, which is fucking crazy. No, what's your theory? Where do you think he's at before we move on?
Well, this fool's gone, dude. He's
in the wind.
He's gone. Yeah, he's in another country by now. He had 10 days to plan his escape before that. So first off, Venom comes out on this Friday. Venom 2. Man. Finally get to see Carnage on screen for the first time. Now, have you ever seen the first Venom movie?
I did. Yeah, I saw it later in the game, like a year or two after it came out. It was pretty good. I liked it.
Personally, like if it's one of those movies where you like, I really feel like, because when it was first filmed, it was rated R.
Yeah.
And you could tell like the movie is just like, all right, let's just cut out like all the rated R stuff. But I feel like the movie would have been a lot better if it was rated R. It's just one of those things. Like Venom, he's a giant, he's a fucking monster. You know what I mean? So Venom, Let There Be Carnage is the second one, and I'm kind of a little on the fence about it because it's 90 minutes long.
Damn.
Yeah. So I was assuming that maybe it's gonna feel very rushed. There's just
I was gonna say you're not gonna really dive into anything too crazy. You don't have the time to do it.
Yeah. I feel like it's probably just gonna be chaos from like the beginning to the end. But there's something about like Sony Pictures and just what they've been doing like with these Spider-Man properties, like ever since like the Amazing Spider-Man with like the reboot, and I just don't like it. It's like one of those things where I just wish Marvel had like the complete control of like of everything.
Yeah, but Marvel wouldn't do Venom justice.
Well, see, now we're in the age of like, Deadpool is part of Marvel again, and his movie's gonna be rated R. So,
well then, hey, fuck it.
Yeah, so there's totally that potential to have like that violent anti-hero story from Marvel.
Yeah. I'm really hoping it's gonna be sick. It looks sick. The trailer looks tight. I remember you showing me on the podcast a few months ago. I was gonna say weeks, but definitely months. It looks good, man. I'm just hoping for the best.
It was almost pushed back because of COVID and COVID, everything going on right now. But I guess because Shang-Chi was such a big success in the box office, they're like, fuck it, let's do it.
Push it. Yeah. I mean, people are trying to get back out there, trying to watch movies in real life. So I think it'll do well. You know what I mean? These are like the first movies that have come out since, we couldn't go to movies because of COVID. I think it's just gonna have a good turnout. You know what else is coming out on Friday is the Sopranos movie, the Saints of Newark.
You know what? You're gonna hate me, dude. I've never seen the Sopranos.
Hey, I'm not gonna hate you that much because during lockdown is when I started watching it, so I can't talk shit.
Where do they have it streaming at?
It's on HBO Max.
Yeah, I remember that show was huge. Like
it's solid. It's solid. It's solid now. It's still good as fuck, bro. Trust me. Watch it if you got the time. It takes a while. The episodes are long.
Many Saints of Newark is the prequel.
It's a prequel, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's all about the Tony Soprano when he was a young blood.
I gotta mention this movie. Oh my god. Have you seen Malignant?
No, I'm scared of scary movies,
Okay, so
don't watch it or do watch it.
Okay, so I'm gonna put up a spoiler thing right here because I gotta tell you about this movie. I know you're not gonna watch it because it's a scary movie.
But is it scary or is it like funny scary?
It is. It has its like thrills.
Because I just watched 30 Days.
It was made by the same guy that made The Conjuring.
Yeah, which scares me.
Okay, but
see, I just saw Hannah walk in the background now, and I got scared because we were talking about scary shit. It was like a faint fucking person walking in the background. I was just like, bro, I'm scared of shit like that. I was like, oh my god, that shit scares me, bro.
Okay, so it's scary to a point. Mm-hmm. Once the movie kind of like acknowledges what it is, it's fucking stupid.
No.
Okay. So spoilers right here, right? So like there's this like killer killing off like certain people that had to do with like some like experiment, right? And basically like this girl, she's having like visions of like these murders and whatever, right? And the murders are actually like happening, so she's like, hey, what the fuck is going on? I keep like there's creepy shit going around. I keep having these dreams with these murders. Now this dude's like coming after me. So like, what do I do, right?
The way the trailer made it seem for me is that it was her fucking imaginary friend.
Okay, it's something kind of like that, right?
Oh god.
So like again, spoilers. So like she had like this like fucking like tumor. Not tumor, but like it was like a conjoined like twin.
Okay.
It had like arms and shit in the back, right? On the back of her head, right? So what they did was like they just like cut her head open and just pushed his head inside and just like like left his ass like dormant like that, right?
That's fucked up. That's like the shittiest like
right, and they got rid of his arms and whatever. So like when he like takes over her mind,
it's his mind.
It's his mind. But picture like if someone like twisted your head around and like but the rest of your body stayed, like that's how he like moves. Like it's like backwards, right? But he moves forwards.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
so like
he moves forwards while like
that was like the dead giveaway in the movie, and I was like, I called it from the beginning. I was like, is this fucking like is a fucking tumor? Because I'm just like malignant. That's what right. Once you figure this shit out, it turns into the Matrix. There is this scene in the middle of the movie where I forgot what his name is. Gabriel, that's his name. Gabriel, right? Gabriel's taking over the girl, and like she's dormant while he's awake, and he fucking like kills this entire police station. But it's done like, have you ever seen the fight scene in Aquaman? Like when they're running through like the buildings and shit.
I think so. I don't. Yeah,
I don't know. This fucking dude is just like killing everybody. He's just taking names in this fucking police station, just kill everybody. And I was me and my buddy
He's
were
John
watching
Wick
it.
and everybody, just
Yeah,
whipping ass.
me and my buddy were watching this. Like, what the fuck did this movie turn into?
Oh man,
It's different. Like I will give it that. It's really different. Like horror movie.
how did it do in like ratings and box office?
I think it did really well, to be honest, for like a streaming movie, I guess.
But it came out in the theaters as well, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
So the budget for that joint was $40 million.
Mm-hmm.
The audience rating out of 5 is 2.8.
Oh,
The
fuck.
the IMDb is 6.3. Rotten Tomatoes is 76. Metric is 51. And according to Google users, it is at a 67% like this movie.
That's pretty spot on. Yeah, I'll give it that.
So it's like it's meh.
I'm
And
just
like you said, until you find out what it is, that it's just fucking dumb.
that $40 million budget happened in that scene when he killed the fucking everybody in the
All the
in the police
CGI just
station.
fucking went to work.
Yeah. So on besides that, there's some streaming stuff like so there's like this new Star Wars anime, Star Wars Visions,
Mhm.
and it's actually really good. It's like this new anime series that it has like a bunch of different studios making like these Star Wars. It's not canon with anything, but some of the art styles and some of like the stories in this little like one shot, this 9-episode one shot, it's really fucking cool.
Is it on the Disney Pluses?
Yeah, it's on the Disney Pluses.
Nice.
What else have I watched recently?
Ugh. Sorry, Malignant grossed in the box office $12 million. That is not a lot of money.
Yeah, that's not, but that's just I don't know how much it made from streaming though.
Streaming, yeah. I don't know how they're gonna start counting that these days because stream matters more than fucking box office, I think. Oh, I'm sorry. Going back to that, Rotten Tomatoes, the website itself said it was a 76. The audience scored it as a 52. So it was kind of a flop.
I don't know. I would score it as a 52 also, to be honest.
Yeah, it just doesn't seem like it was love it or hate it, and there isn't much in between. I guess you got to be on the side.
Yeah.
One side.
Marvel's What If show just had its 8th episode.
I've not started that. I'm waiting for all to come out so I can watch it. But I heard it's really good.
Yeah, some episodes are really like fucking stupid.
Mm-hmm.
But this latest episode, it's basically like it all leads up to something. That's what you got to just realize when you're watching up all this. It leads up to something.
It's linked. Okay. Cool,
Yeah.
cool. Thank you for that tidbit of info. I will definitely carry that into when I watch it. Excited to watch it though.
Yeah.
Bro. Have you heard about Squid Game?
I started it. I have not finished it yet.
I finished it today, doggy.
Yeah.
That shit slaps
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was actually planning on watching that as soon as we were done here.
What episode are you on?
Episode 1. I started it. I just didn't like.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I just haven't gotten back to it yet.
We'll fucking binge it all tonight and we'll talk about it tomorrow.
How many episodes is it?
8.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. It's good, dog. Especially, yeah, when you start catching on to shit, you're just like, what the fuck? Yeah. What part did you leave off at?
Dude, honestly, I watched like the first like 10 minutes and then I turned it off because I was in the middle of like a rewatch of Breaking Bad. And I was like, I really want to finish this before I start like watching
into a new show.
Yeah.
I feel you.
I have something that we could both listen to for the first time right here.
First time forever.
Yeah.
Let's do this, bro. There's been some couple new musics that I've been into lately.
Where is it?
Did you listen to the new Turnstile album?
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah,
It's really good. Yeah, it's breaking a lot of barriers, and a lot of other people that are not into hardcore are definitely coming over. Which is good, man. You want that, kind of grow that scene again.
Oh, here it is. Okay. You're gonna laugh when I send this to you.
Okay. Dude, speaking of music, while you send this, I've been watching the Metallica what is it? Something than a monster, other than a monster, or some shit like that.
Some kind of monster.
I've been watching that. God, the drummer is the worst. And them writing that whole album together. I'm only in the first episode. I'm just like, Metallica was so good. This is not good.
He fucking sucks. Yeah. All right, you ready? Open that link, boy.
Limp Bizkit dad vibes. Okay.
Some brand new Limp Bizkit song.
Came out today.
4 hours ago.
And it's only got 4,000 views.
Right. I don't think this is like their official video. It's somebody else. I don't think they've put it on YouTube yet. All right. Oh,
no.
Fuck. Oh.
No, Ian.
Hey, that's hard, dude.
No.
Hot dad riding in on a rhino. Oh, fuck.
This is not real.
Yeah, it is.
This is not real. I'm checking my fucking...
Dude, this is tight. What's wrong with you?
It's bad. It's a real song.
Oh, fuck. They're back, bro. They're back.
Oh. Make it stop, Ian.
Ooh. Wait, I need to hear like what their breakdown's gonna be for this.
Wait, what did you say?
Oh, fuck. It's coming. It's coming. This better be a hard ass guitar riff right here.
It's not. It's not. It's gonna be a couple scratches and then it's gonna be over.
Oh,
what did I fucking
right.
say? What did I fucking say?
Man, that was disappointing.
Whoa. First fucking comment. This lived up to the hype. I can't begin to imagine what the full album is going to sound like. Hopefully this brings back new metal to the mainstream like in the 90s. Go fuck yourself. US literally collapsing. Limp Bizkit. It's time.
Yeah, because what's it called? Isn't like tomorrow?
Government may shut down or whatever.
Yeah, and
it doesn't mean jack shit though when they shut down, bro. Schools are still open. Postal workers still got to go to work.
Actually, was
Congress gets a fucking day off. Eat a dick.
I was actually looking at some stuff on that. It's just because the U.S. is running out of money and they can't pay its bills.
Yeah, bro. Check Fort Knox, baby. There's nothing in there. Just fucking moths eating fucking cotton.
They should go on
silk, whatever they eat. Yeah.
The U.S. should go on unemployment, dude.
Let me send them a $1,200 check. Those pieces of shit. I didn't even get a $1,200 check. You sent them a fucking $1,200 check, Ian.
I got every single fucking check.
Fuck those guys. Let them go fucking bankrupt, cocksuckers.
Have you listened to the new Spirit Box stuff?
I started it when I was driving to Vegas, and it's good, but I don't think it's car music. I think it's headphone music because I could not hear her at all.
It debuted at number 8 on
That's
the Billboard.
Good. Yeah, I mean they're a solid fucking band. I'm not talking shit on it. Like it was really good, really really good. But I want to listen to it again through the headphones because as I was driving through the car, you get that car noise and shit like that. I could not hear her be dominant in the song. I was like, fuck it. She sings well. She screams well. Like, turn her up. Like, fuck. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
let me listen to in the buds, and then I'll give a fair assessment. But so far, it was really good.
Yeah, I was pretty shocked because like it was like I looked at a friend sent me like the Billboard charts, and it was like Lil Nas, fucking Drake, Kanye West, and then Spirit Box. Like above Billie Eilish, I would say. They beat Billie Eilish in sales in streams.
But has Billie Eilish put anything out lately?
She just put out a new album.
Is she really?
Yeah.
Has Spirit Box beat her?
Yeah, Spirit Box beat it.
Good for fucking them, dude. That's fucking sick.
Yeah. in like what's predominantly like the pop charts.
Yeah,
Uh,
metal's dead.
and
Unfortunately.
they're not like no, it's not dead. It's just in its own like it's not like mainstream. You know what I mean? Like there's like if you really think about it, there's a lot of music that's not mainstream.
Yeah.
Like it's like having like a regular job and a government job. The government job's gonna pay you more. You gotta sell your soul a little bit.
No, the regular job's gonna pay more. The government job will be security though. They ain't gonna fire you. Believe that. Believe that. They peaked at 13 in the US.
Oh,
It was 8 in Australia. I'm not either way, that's still fucking sick.
yeah. You know what's funny about Limp Bizkit and Spirit Box? They were on tour together recently, and
Yeah, and they got canceled.
yeah, and Fred Durst, you owe me a fucking refund because they still have not refunded me for those tickets.
Really?
Yeah, and I've tried multiple times, and like it just keeps saying like, oh, this event is not canceled. I'm like, motherfucker, yes, it is.
Shit. Or did they reschedule it or is it canceled?
No, it's canceled. You know what's funny is that I finally gonna go see System and Corn after it being canceled twice.
Yeah, man, they play at the bank Citizen Bank Arena in Carson, right?
Yeah.
Nice, man. That's really cool. The next show I'm going to is let me check my little calendara. To say that in Spanish, Ian.
Oh, thank you. I know now.
I'm going to Fit for a King and ABR.
I have to sell my stupid fucking tickets.
You can't go?
No, because I don't know if I told you, but I just became a bartender at my job. Ooh. And the soft opening that we're doing for like the night service is that day.
The 7th.
Yeah. And so
what about the 8th? Can you go to the 8th?
I don't have a ticket for the 8th.
Well, maybe I know a guy that can get you a ticket.
Yeah, I was thinking about
I'll show a titty or two.
I was thinking about asking, but I didn't want to like ask just
let me ask.
Yeah. But yeah, it's kind of like a bittersweet thing, but
yeah, man, well, congrats on being a bartender. You're the cutest bartender ever, so
thank you. Tip me.
I'll tip you with money.
Oh, fuck.
with the monies. Did you see that Emo Night is doing a thing in Vegas? The Emo Night Vegas vacation?
I've never myself have gone to an emo night.
Yes, now
I know a lot of people are kind of complaining about it now because it's become such a big thing.
Yeah.
Usually what happens.
Yeah, because you gotta be a hipster, right? And like when shit becomes cool, it's like, well, I fucking did it first. So this isn't that cool. Yeah, I mean the fucking emo night thing is pretty sick. It's like a 3-day event. It sounds sick on paper. It sounds sick. There's gonna be a lot of bands that are gonna be there. For example, like Travis Barker's is gonna be there. Sleeping with Sirens, Story of the Year, Mayday Parade. You know who I'm really looking forward to seeing is Avril motherfucking Lavigne. She gonna be there? Huh? Yeah, bro. And Aaron Gillespie. I'm pretty sure he's gonna be just doing DJ shit though. But Sleeping with Sirens.
Wasn't he? Open up. Remember he had that band, the Almost, whatever.
Almost, yeah.
I wonder what happened to that.
Well, he left Under Oath for a while and was rocking with that.
Yeah, that was the reason they like. Well, that's when they started going downhill.
Yeah,
he left.
You know they put out they're gonna put out a new album, right? Under Oath.
Under Oath. You know, I saw Under Oath before quarantine hit. With Dance Gavin Dance, and I left during Under Oath. They were putting me to sleep.
So the one time I saw Under Oath, which they did not put me to sleep because it's probably the sickest way to see Under Oath. They played They're Only Chasing Safety and Define the Great Line to its entirety back to back. See, I was like, that's fucking tight.
I probably would have liked that show better than because they were playing like all their new stuff.
And yeah, I don't give a fuck about any of that.
Yeah.
They're Only Chasing Safety, maybe the best fucking emo album ever.
Is it considered emo?
Screamo, fight me. I'll fight you. I will fight you. It is the best Screamo. You can listen to that thing tip to tip. It's so fucking good. Tell me I'm wrong.
No, it is. You're right.
Tell me in the comments. Drop your address. I'll come and see it.
Drop the Addy.
Fucking net bangers. You hear the new Phineas?
I did. Oh yeah, Phineas. Yeah, our buddy Daniel.
That is so good, bro.
Yeah, it's really good. It reminds me of a lot of like old school metalcore, like 2008 metalcore, which I really liked. That was like our era when growing up.
I just think it fucking bangs. That's another one. Tip to tip, it's fucking good.
Oh, Prada put out a new song today.
Man, I'm still not in love with Prada anymore.
Dudes, there's Zombie.
Two?
Zombie 2 was good. This new
Yeah.
song is okay. It's kind of just like a complete change from what Zombie was.
I'll have to give it a gander. They're playing the weekend I'm in Vegas too on Saturday, so I may sneak off and go see them.
Oh, you're going to Vegas again?
Yeah, I'm going. That's where the Vegas vacation emo night is. Ian, pay attention to me. I'm talking. I'm
I
talking.
didn't know.
I'm speaking, Mr. President. I'm speaking. Thank you. I'll be in Vegas from October 14th through 18th. If you're out there, say hello.
Oh, you should check this out too. It's called do you know who Invent Animate is?
Nope.
Check them out. They just put out a new EP called The Sun Sleeps As If It Never Was. And it's literally just 2 songs. It's like a one song, like a interlude, and another one. It's really, really good. Sponsored by Liquid Death. Thank you, Liquid Death.
Thank you, Liquid Death, for sponsoring us. Love you guys. You taste so good on my lips. Praise you. Thank you. Kisses. But
Stick to Your Guns put out a new song.
I'm not a big Stick to Your Guns guy.
Well, this is pretty cool.
Hot take, but they're good. They write the same song.
The main riff in this song,
I saw that. Yeah,
it was actually written by Tom Searle from Architects before he died. He was just, I guess he sent the singer from Stick to Your Guns. He sent them an email and said like, "Hey, I wrote this. It was really Stick to Your Guns. I hope you enjoy it. Like you guys can use it."
And he sent it a couple of years ago.
Yeah, and they finally put the song out. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really excited to hear that. I did see the background on that, which is super sick. Like, imagine writing a song like, this is for the homies because this ain't Architects, because like I said, Stick to Your Guns has a sound. There's very much so a sound.
Yeah, it reminds me of like The Offspring, but like heavier.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, but for sure, like a Stick to Your Guns song. If you like, you're in the scene or whatever and they put a song on, his voice, and then the guitarage.
Yeah. Wage War has been putting out some new songs, and I'm happy to see that they moved away from that pop shit that they were doing.
Yeah, I haven't listened to it. I know you told me to listen to it, but
it's very they're playing like 7 or 8 strings now. It sounds like they are.
That's groovy. I love that.
But it's very like verse, chorus,
structured.
Yeah, there you go. Structured the same way. Every single song is structured the same way.
That's tight. I want an 8-string guitar so bad, but I can't even play a 6-string guitar that well. So no sense in me buying one.
I had an 8-string once. I didn't really know what the fuck to play on it, but maybe I'll give it another go.
I think I remember that. It was the black one, right? Or it was the blue one?
Yeah. Oh, so apparently After the Burial played that Black Dahlia Murder show that happened recently.
Yeah, I wanted to go to that, but it was really expensive for resale tickets.
I guess the singer was sick, so After the Burial played an instrumental set.
Oh,
I wish I would have been able to see that because your instrumentals are fucking tight, dude.
Yeah, the singer's tight too, though. But totally agree, that would be sick to see. Yeah. That's kind of like if Era, because Era put out that instrumental album. Like if their singer decided to take a night off, you could just listen to Era, fucking shred it. I'd be in for that. They're so good too.
Era, have you noticed that Era talks about the ocean a lot?
I don't actually pay attention to their lyrics too much. Actually,
if you look at their lyrics or anything, they talk about the ocean a lot. They make a lot of references towards the ocean.
The ocean's scary, dude. We've seen some shit that's in the ocean. I don't like it.
I gotta maybe on the next podcast we'll update our deep sea oddities.
Scare me with more scary shit.
Be sure to tune in next week. We're gonna probably be doing this weekly as best as we can. Make sure to watch us on YouTube and listen to us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Is that what Apple Podcasts is?
Yeah, I think so. It's called Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. We're back though, baby, doing big things, big shit popping, little things stopping.
Still in our rooms, still on Zoom.
Just easier that way. And we got to set up my my man cave for us, like a little studio in house, which would be fucking tight. But yeah, guys, thanks for fucking listening. Again, thank you to Liquid Death, our sponsor. Shout out. You could truly sponsor us. That'd be sick as shit. But love you guys. Thanks for hanging out.
All right, guys. See you guys next time.
Peace.